Okay, good morning. It's Friday's breakfast chat. I used to do these live, but it'll probably be about February 7th before I figure my signal will be refreshed. I'll be having some conversations with AT&T today. Not that I'll get anywhere. So, the last couple days I've been kind of talking about being tired, being sore, getting yourself remotivated, keeping yourself in the gym, and sometimes that's an everyday thing. So first of all, the day starts with my main breakfast. Now I have had a cup of milk when I first got up, a cup of coffee to listen to my YouTube channels that I like to follow. And I'll give them a kind of a shout out on the ones that support me and their patrons do. So John at Prepper Nation is definitely one of them I listen to just about every morning. He did one on some MRE foods and that, and of course he pre-recorded it. He's eating a whole bunch of stuff, and I guess it may have went wrong. So if you are going to ever eat MREs, meals ready to eat, just eat one. Don't eat a bunch of them. All right, remember they are for emergency. It's not something I would use as an everyday staple. Otherwise, I like real food. So I got a couple slips of bacon in there. Got my Tennessee Pride sausage, my Fairlife milk, eggs, some artwork for you to enjoy, and then one of my sponsors, which is Cutco Knives. I will put the link in the description. All right. They definitely make a quality product. They will ship them to your house. They will come to your house and sharpen them. They have all sorts of ones that are available, and I will have the link to take you directly to Lucky. If you do make contact with them, whether you purchase or not, please let them know in your chat or email that you heard about them on McBean Scottish Fitness. He is a sponsor. We want to track this and see if I do them any good. But they are very high quality knives. Hopefully you can get a pretty good look at that. Better double check. Yeah, there we go. Well made. Keep a blade, cut through meat like nothing. This is a meat slicer I bought from him. And then once a quarter he's going to send me something to demo. I'm a firm believer in having high quality equipment, especially when it comes to something that I feel is really important, and that is food. Alright, I like to eat food, so I have learned to cook. The two, to me, kind of go hand in hand. As always, I get out a bunch of vitamins, minerals, multivitamin, C, D3, zinc, magnesium, potassium, super B complex, and arginine. Got that down a little bit. One of my subscribers, Mohammed, asked to kind of tell everybody a little bit about myself, my upbringing and that. So I'll try to keep this as short as possible, but born and raised in Illinois. Family of, well, there's 6 kids. Mom and dad's a family of 8. My dad was a Army veteran of World War II and the Korean War. He was also a carpenter. He was pretty strict with us. We needed it. 3 boys, 3 girls. Basically, we were of modest means. I wouldn't say middle class, but eventually I think we reached there. We had 5 acres. We had a garden, big garden. We put about a half acre in. You know, grew potatoes, tomatoes, green peppers, pumpkins, squash, cucumbers, acorn squash, lettuce, carrots, radishes, beans and peas. Basically, I enjoyed working the garden, you know, and harvest whenever I could. I remember selling pumpkins at the side of the highway for a dime each, thinking I was going to make millions. Went to school just like everybody else, did sports, did track, cross country, and wrestling. And then I joined the service at 17, went in at 18, you know, delayed entry program. Did my basics in AIT in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, Field Artillery School, 13 Foxtrot, 4 Observer Fist Team. Came home for 3 months for recruiter's aid. That was fun. Me and my buddy Jim Nugent from Wilmington, we'd go and we'd work all day recruiting, and then after work we'd go hunting. It was probably the best 3 months I had while I was in the service. Could have became a recruiter. I needed just only one more sign up, and I would have got I think another 3 month suspension or extension. Unfortunately, the young man wanted to go in, but he couldn't pass the ADVAT test. Pretty easy to pass, or maybe he just failed it on purpose, I don't know. But anyway, Fort Stewart, Georgia was my first station. 24th Mechanized Infantry. Drove the 113 tracks. Sit there and was there for about a year and a half. Did some jungle training in Panama, did some winter training up in Fort Drum, New York. And then I went to Korea for a year, 2nd Division. I was at Camp Stanley, just by Weijambu. Spent a year there. Learned a lot about the benefits of being in America versus being over at the time, fairly primitive country. Not anymore. South Korea is a modern country just like we are now. But at the time, this was back in 1981. You know, open markets. You know, Odyssey. He would have a bicycle, old swim bicycle, with about 50 chickens in cages on the back of it. How they balanced it, I have no idea. You know, but made me appreciate what I had in America. Came back home, spent my last tour at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 101st Airborne. Did some field problems there. We had a little one called Grenada. We went down for a show of force the first time and got to spend 6 hours R&R on the beach at St. Thomas Island. Yeah, it was a fun time until I woke up and realized I was burnt. Came back home. Jobs. There were really no jobs available at the time. We had some major plants close. The economy was not doing very well. I literally would fill out an application, hand it to the guy, and they'd throw it in the trash. So it was frustrating. Went to college, got my associate's degree in science, went to University of Illinois at Chicago for biochemistry. I worked in a lab for USDA when I went down to Florida for a couple of years. I came back up. I worked for a company that was part of Unilever for about another 15 years in the lab, and then got into sales with a part-time job. Found out I was really good at it, and became a full-time job. Moved my family out here to the country back in '99. Raised the kids, you know, sent them to school, and before we knew it, boom, the kids are all grown. 2 went Navy, 1 went Air Force. My oldest got married this year. My middle child, my son, he's living now in South Carolina. And my youngest, she's still in the Air Force in Hawaii, but she's going to become a stateside here pretty quick. So, been married for going on 30 years now. So basically that's kind of me in a nutshell. I was always into kind of physical fitness. You know, I was always active. My friends and I, we'd always, on the weekends, we'd play football. No tackle, no pads, nothing in that. Got into lifting probably when I was about 14 years old. In my 20s and early 30s, I was probably more for appearance. So a lot of reps. I had a metabolism that wouldn't shut down. So being around 7% body fat was very easy for me. Didn't take any effort at all. Because the more I ate, that's when my metabolism kicked in. Now when I turned 40, that changed. A lot of things changed. But picked it back. I took a break off after about 36. Got injured, stopped lifting for about 4 years. One day I just took a really good look at myself. I said, wow, I kind of let myself go. Didn't blame anybody but me, because it was my fault. Pulled the weights back out of the field. I had them on my disc carls. And started lifting again down in the basement. Within about 6 months, I was back to where I was at. So that felt good. Then I started thinking about how strong I could get myself. I had limited myself on some of my lifts because I'm 6'4", I got a long wingspan. But I stopped listening to that negative part of myself, got rid of that word can't. It's extinct now. I realized I can do anything reasonable if I give myself enough time and put the work into it. So I was 40 the first time I hit 315 on the bench. I was ecstatic. It's like, wow. Never thought I would be at that point. About 150 kilos, I think would be equivalent to it. I think it was 44 or 45 the first time I hit 405 on the bench. This is about 182 and a half kilos, maybe 183. And my goal was to stay at that level as long as I could. I've been told by my doctors and other people you should stop lifting heavy ever since I was 45. That was almost 16 years ago. Luckily, I've ignored them. Have I had to make adjustments? Yes. Brought my grip in a little bit because I used to bench way out here. Now it's in here to take some pressure off my shoulders. I take a bit longer rest in between sets. I have to. I don't recover as fast as I did when I was, 25 or 30. And I have to be a little bit more concerned about what I'm eating, and not concerned like I don't, worry about my diet, but I realize my diet has to have X amount of grams of protein, X amount of calories to keep my strength level up. Yesterday in the gym, I had a really good day. I had a live session, went on, good hour and a half. I did hit my goal, kind of 455 bench. Did have my spotter touch it, so I stopped, told him to let go, and I continued pressing. We'll have another conversation about that. It's hard to find the right spotter in the gym, especially when I'm lifting the weights I am. But the gym was pretty empty. It was pretty much have Steve or have Kaylee. Next time I'll have Kaylee do the spot for me. But live and learn. Really enjoy running my channel. So if you do like my material on that, please subscribe. Also have memberships. I'm going to have some t-shirts coming out here pretty quick. I've already sent a design in for a singlet, and then if they do a good job, I'll keep using them. Or I do have a local person I think I'm going to go and talk to possibly today also. Membership levels, you got your 3 levels. The first 2 are probably the ones I see the most of, just your New Year's resolution or your gym member. Gym members, you can contact me. We can talk about nutrition plans. We can talk about workout schedules and plans on that too. That's what comes with the $6.99 membership, which I see most of everybody joining. But everything is helpful, and I do appreciate the support. Starting to find our subscription levels going up again, not that rocking back and forth that it had been doing for a while. Put any questions you have in comments. Like I said, today's one was brought by Muhammad. He asked about, tell him about myself and that. So basically, I'm just trying to stay as strong as I can for as long as I can. There are people in this industries that are 10, 15, 20 years older than I am, still competing. And those are the ones that really motivate me. So today's breakfast is going to be 2 sausage patties instead of 3. But then instead of 2 slices of bacon, I got 3 slices of bacon. Probably 4 eggs because I had a huge workout yesterday. I need to feed that protein. And that big glass of milk, once again, I'll probably be around 50 grams of protein and probably 600 to 700 calories, which is very similar where I want breakfast to be. Today I don't think I'm going to do anything in the upper body because just about everything in the upper body is aching. So I might do a set of squats again. I won't be going to the gym until later on today. I might do a live on it, I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But Sunday is usually my day off all the time. Well, like I said, if I get any comments and people have any really good ideas of what they would like to see me present, I will definitely do my best to do that. Thanks for joining in. I'll keep this short so it doesn't take me all day to download it because I'm going to be in the house here for a while. And everybody have a wonderful day.